What if I told you that being broke isn't just about how much you earn, but the dumb mistakes you keep making? Most people stay poor not because they don't work hard enough, but because they keep falling into the same financial traps over and over again. And here's the scary part. Most people don't even realize they're making these mistakes. They think they're doing everything right, but year after year they're stuck in the same place financially, living paycheck to paycheck, stressing about bills, and never getting ahead. By the end of this video, you'll know the 3 dumbest money mistakes keeping you broke, and, most importantly, how to fix them before it's too late. Because if you don't, you'll be stuck in the same cycle forever, just like most people. Let's get into it. The first dumbest mistake: spending every dollar you make. This is the fastest way to stay broke forever, no matter how much you earn. It's a vicious cycle that traps you in a constant state of financial stress. You get paid, you spend, and by the end of the month you're back to zero, waiting for the next paycheck just to survive. It's a never-ending loop that leaves you feeling helpless. And here's the worst part. Even when people start making more money, they still stay broke. They think a higher income will solve their problems, but it doesn't. Why? Because they increase their spending just as fast as their income. They fall into the trap of thinking they deserve to spend more because they earn more. This is called lifestyle inflation. The more you make, the more you spend. It's a dangerous habit that can keep you financially stagnant. You get a raise, you upgrade your car, you think it's a reward for your hard work, but it's actually a financial trap. You get a bonus, you book an expensive vacation. It feels good in the moment, but it doesn't help your long-term financial health. You move into a nicer apartment, buy designer clothes, start eating out at fancy restaurants, and before you know it, you're living paycheck to paycheck even though you're making more than ever before. It's a cycle that's hard to break. Let me ask you this. If you suddenly made double your current income tomorrow, would you still be broke in a year? Think about it seriously. If the answer is yes, your problem isn't your income, it's your habits. Your financial habits determine your financial future. Here's something to think about. Have you ever noticed how some people earning $40,000 a year seem more financially stable than someone earning $100,000 a year? It's all about how they manage their money. That's because the person making $100K is spending everything they make. They're caught in the lifestyle inflation trap. Bigger house, fancier car, designer clothes, eating out every night. It's a recipe for financial disaster. It doesn't matter how much money you make if you spend all of it, you'll always be one step away from financial ruin. Meanwhile, the rich do the exact opposite. Instead of spending more when they make more, they invest more. They understand the power of growing their wealth. They use their extra income to buy assets, things that grow in value and generate more money over time. It's a smart strategy that pays off in the long run. Imagine 2 people, both earning $5,000 a month. Their financial futures can be drastically different based on their spending habits. Person A spends all of it. Nice car, expensive rent, daily Starbucks, constant online shopping. They're living for the moment. By the end of the month, 0 left. They're back to square one, waiting for the next paycheck. Person B lives below their means, saves $1,000 a month and invests it. They're thinking about their future. Fast forward 10 years, Person A is still broke. They haven't changed their habits. Person B, a 6-figure investment portfolio, that's the difference. It's all about making smart financial choices. The lesson? If you spend every dollar you make, you'll never get ahead. You'll always be stuck in the same place. You have to start saving and investing a portion of your income, no matter how small. It's the only way to build a secure financial future. The second dumbest mistake: living on borrowed money. Debt is a trap. And for most people, it's the biggest reason they can't build wealth. It's like a financial quicksand that pulls you deeper the more you struggle. Credit cards, payday loans, financing everything you own, it all keeps you in a cycle of financial slavery. You think you're getting ahead, but you're really just treading water. Banks and lenders want you to stay in debt because that's how they make money. They're not in the business of helping you. They're in the business of making profits. They don't get rich by lending you money. They get rich by making you pay interest on it, month after month, year after year. It's a never-ending cycle designed to benefit them. Let's put this into perspective. Imagine you have a $5,000 credit card balance with a 20% interest rate. It sounds manageable, but it's a ticking time bomb. If you only make the minimum payment, it will take you over 30 years to pay it off. 30 years of your life spent paying for something you probably don't even remember buying. And you'll end up paying more than $20,000 in total. That's 4 times the original amount. It's a financial nightmare. That's the price of bad financial decisions. It's a heavy burden that can affect every aspect of your life. And let's be clear, some debt can be good. It's not all bad news. If you take out a loan to buy a rental property, start a business, or invest in your education, that's productive debt, because it can help you make more money in the future. It's an investment in your potential. But most people, they're drowning in consumer debt. It's a vicious cycle that's hard to break. Financing cars that lose value the second they drive off the lot. It's like throwing money out the window. Maxing out credit cards for shopping sprees and vacations. These are short-term pleasures with long-term consequences. Taking out personal loans for things that bring zero financial return. It's a recipe for financial disaster. Rich people don't let debt control them. They control their debt. They use it strategically to build wealth. They understand the difference between good debt and bad debt. It's a crucial distinction that can make or break your financial future. If you want to escape the broke life, start paying off your high-interest debt as fast as possible and stop borrowing money for things you don't actually need. It's the first step towards financial freedom. The third dumbest mistake, not investing your money. Most people work their entire lives just to retire broke, living paycheck to paycheck and constantly worrying about their financial future. Why? Because they never learned how to make their money work for them. They were never taught the importance of investing and growing their wealth. They save a little, maybe put some cash in a bank account, and then nothing. They think saving is enough, but it's not. Meanwhile, inflation eats away at their savings, making their money worth less and less every single year. The cost of living keeps rising, but their savings don't. Meanwhile, the rich don't just save, they invest. They understand the power of compounding and how to make their money grow. They put their money into stocks, real estate, businesses, and other income-generating assets. They diversify their investments to minimize risk and maximize returns. They understand that money sitting in a bank account is losing value. It's not enough to just save, you need to invest. But money invested wisely? That grows and compounds over time, turning small amounts into significant wealth. Here's something you need to know. Investing isn't just for the wealthy, it's for everyone. If you invest $500 a month into an index fund with an average return of 8% per year, in 20 years, you'll have over $275,000. That's the power of consistent investing. And if you keep investing for 30 years, the number jumps to nearly $700,000. Imagine the financial freedom that could bring. But here's the problem. Most people never start. They hesitate, they procrastinate, and they miss out on the benefits of compounding. The sooner you start, the wealthier you'll become. Time is your greatest ally when it comes to investing. And here's a harsh reality. If you're not investing, you're actually getting poorer. Your money is losing value every day. Inflation is making everything more expensive every year. Rent, food, gas, everything. Your purchasing power is decreasing. If your money isn't growing, you're falling behind. You need to invest to keep up with the rising costs of living. If you don't, you'll find yourself struggling to make ends meet, always playing catch up. How to fix these mistakes and build real wealth. It's time to take control of your financial future. Now that you know these 3 dumbest money mistakes, here's how you can start fixing them today. It's never too late to make a change. Stop spending every dollar you make. Learn to live below your means and save more. Create a budget, track your expenses, and start living below your means. This is the foundation of financial stability. Get rid of bad debt, ASAP. High-interest debt is a wealth killer. Avoid high-interest loans and stop financing things that don't bring you value in the long run. Start investing now. The earlier you start, the better. You don't need to be rich to invest. Even small amounts can grow significantly over time. You just need to start. Take that first step today. If you follow these steps, you'll be ahead of 90% of people who stay broke their entire lives. You'll be on the path to financial freedom. And if you found this video valuable, make sure to subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up. Your support helps us create more content to help you achieve financial success. Let's break the cycle and build wealth together. Join our community and start your journey to financial independence today.